Hello everybody and welcome back to Project Zomboid. I heard gunshots in the night, so I'm a little after sleeping on my seat. I was nervous that we were being attacked by some of the spawning in NPC raiders, but it doesn't seem like that's happened. But I'm pretty much on my guard now because the power just went off while I was organizing some of my equipment. So you'll see that actually the bus station and much of the gas station does not work. The only building that I've kept powered up is, well, the gas station, because that's where I'm keeping all the food. I was considering just leaving it on the pumps, but it seemed like that would have been kind of a hasty decision, so I decided to keep all of the food refrigerated, but it kind of changes my mission for today, because before I had been hoping to catch up on a couple more survivors, get more organized, and arm up my current survivors. And while I've done much of that to a certain extent, I think today the real goal is going to be to find more generators, because I didn't realize how important power is just to keep me feeling secure. I did actually experience a time in my own life where I had lost power for an extended period of time, weeks. We actually had to get up and leave our house, so yeah, it's kind of haunting, but I'm brought back to that. Other things I wanted to do were, you know, watch TV so that I could learn some skills, but it seems like a lot of that's gonna have to wait. So it's just me in the car. I'm keeping my shotgun on me at all times now, and I've given myself one of the last katanas. I've armed my other survivors with katanas, or a few of them anyway. Because it seems like that when they get into a fight with too many zombies, they tend to get mixed up. So I want them to be able to defend themselves, because I plan for them to stay around for a pretty long time. Or I'm hoping that they will anyway. So that seems like a pretty good, I don't know, best of both worlds solution to the problem of the katana being extremely broken in a good way. And the survivors being somewhat unable to defend themselves, you know, mix fire and water. And whatnot. Now, ultimately, I do want to barricade windows, arm up my survivors with guns more, but for right now, I do want the generators. I did arm a couple of the survivors with weapons, though. They kept telling me, oh no, it's raining, I can't take a gun right now, so that kind of interfered with my plans. And I also want to see Jonathan one more time, because apparently I was being pretty thick last video, and I couldn't see that he was in a video. Sorry, not in a video. In an upstairs second floor small room. So I'm wondering if he'll still be there. And I'm eventually going to want to start to think of more long-term things, like seeing my car out in the rain like this reminds me of the fact that, well, cars do rust in Zomboid. So I want to make sure that I avoid having that happen for a good enough time. Gotta be careful when I'm running in and out of these houses, though, because, you know, you can run into hordes of sizes just too large to deal with, and this is often how you'll die. So, death lurks around every corner. And hello. Nice. 3 boxes of shells. Won't argue with that. I think he was in one of these homes, right? Possibly. No, Jonathan seems to have run away. He was in here. Well, I can always take the soap from here. I mean, I will need it. Bleach will also come in handy with cleaning up blood if we ever get attacked. I can't find any in here. Maybe he got... Oh, wait, no. Is he in this room? I can't find him. Strange man. Guess he's gone forever. Alright, well, let's change my shoes. For right now, I'm kind of taking the lazy man's route by just putting on other people's clothes. I think I have soap back at my base somewhere. I think it's just like slowly making me slightly more unhappy to do this. See, books and magazines. I have actually gone to the trouble of organizing a lot of my base now. So I get a little bit OCD with this stuff, and a lot of my base is very well organized now. It's just, I need to make it more visually appealing. And I'm going to start picking up packets of seeds because I do want my survivors to be able to feed themselves. Because despite the fact that we have so much food, the survivors, many of whom I have, are very, very hungry. And the fact that the power's gone out too means that we're not going to be able to loot so much more processed food. So a lot of the food in the game world is going to go bad within the next couple days. Usually it takes a little while, so you know, I don't really have to rush, but the thing is that there's just a lot of competing needs and priorities right now, and it's up to me to figure out which ones are going to impact me the most in the long run. I can't find Jonathan. So I suppose what I'll do next is just look in people's garages to see if I can find any generators. So I'm just going to kind of cross Jonathan off my to-do list. I've realized that there are so many things to do in the game that I've actually got in front of me, like a pen and paper. Which I honestly would do if there were a situation like this. I would just have a checklist of things I need to do every single day. Alright, so as I recall, I did search a lot of these garages before. So I think I'm going to hop back into my car and search through the other part of town. Possibly the richer part of town. Oh no, I'm going back to Riverside here. Rosewood and Riverside have sort of blended together in my mind. I still think that on the northern side of town I haven't searched a lot of the garages. And I have to be careful because it looks like my car has hydraulics. I'm just running over so many corpses and I'm gonna have to take some time to take some of these corpses out of the road, possibly. Because they're actually gonna degrade my tires over time. Oh man. I don't know if I am gonna find it for sure. Oh, ran over a mailbox. And along with that, a commenter named Killer Death also reminded me that, and I'm doing it right now, I shouldn't be doing this. Driving on grass will actually degrade your wheels. I had thought that it was only speed of the car. Or the car's speed that it changed. So it looks like that I'm actually getting to the end of Rosewood. Rosewood isn't very good for long-term survival for this reason. I'd be a little bit better off in some ways in a place like West Point. Oh, I don't think I've checked that garage right there. Let me check that one. And I also got some annotated maps with me because I figure that there are probably a lot of things on the map which are going to require sort of an adventure to see if I can find all the resources and stuff on the map. My life is really going to change when this sword breaks. One sort of hack I might do is to just give it to a survivor right before the thing loses condition. Not sure if they degrade in their hands. Looks like we got another level up. On blade accuracy, well, not that it was really so necessary. And I can't remember if knives skills go under blade, but I might be able to just switch pretty seamlessly to a knife. And keep more— ah, yes! A generator. I couldn't have planned this better. Perfect. Well, now my hands are filled with the generator, so I'm gonna have to just run back. I can't fight anymore. It's a good thing that I cleared out that area. Okay. Let's get out of here. I want to go back, and my next priority is to power up the gas pump. I don't really need to have it on all the time, only when I'm pumping gas, but I don't know why. I just want to increase the automaticity of my base so that I don't have to keep switching things in and out, because it just feels like a friction that prevents me from living more in touch with the higher needs. My goal for this whole playthrough, as I keep reiterating, is to sort of get away from the just run away or like shoot zombies approach. I want to build up to the higher needs, you know, upper level base management, so that I might eventually just be able to order some of the survivors to perform certain tasks, and then that's it. You know, I just stay at the base and manage things. Sort of the white collar version of, not even white collar, just the management version of Zomboid. Let's see, it's 9:40 a.m., so right now we should be getting I believe that it's the cooking show on TV. I think that enough of civilization is still around in order for there to be cooking shows. Lindsay is running. Uh-oh. Is she alright? Oh, she's going to look for food. Yeah, they're kind of crazy. Okay, and now she's just... Alright. Get off of my wife! There we go. Okay, so the main room is powered. And it seems like my wife is back here. Wife talk. I think I heard something over there. I don't know if the NPCs start to get higher needs, but some of them might kind of surprise me. I don't know if there'll be like a knife in the dark one day. Hopefully not, but... Alright, so let's connect the generator then. And I suppose that now that I'm back at the base, I'll just give you a small tour around here. And the generator's connected now, but it has no fuel. So at this point, I'm not going to take any from there. And I left only empty gas cans out here. So I suppose I'll use this opportunity to give you a small tour of the base. So this generator is on, and you can kind of hear its tick. Eventually, over time, this may attract zombies. One thing I had considered doing for this playthrough was to up zombie hearing so that they would be able to hear small sounds like this. I think maybe in the future it would be really fun because then zombies would hear like these tiny little tiny noises from far off, which does kind of come up in a lot of the literature. Anything by Max Brooks, like World War Z, he describes several incidents like this where like a small... I feel like he did. Maybe it was the Zombie Survival Guide, but he goes into how like a small recurring noise attracted zombies over thousands of miles. Not thousands, maybe tens of miles. Interesting idea. Okay, so anyway, base tour. After that short interlude. So I have separated everything off, and let's start from the top left. I've got bread, grains refrigerated in here. I had dairy in here, but it looks like it's all been eaten by the survivors. I have my clothing. I have gas, car parts, and anything to do with cars for the most part. Then I have my armory in here. I still need to completely arm up my survivors. I have an entire rack for potato chips eventually, propane tanks, cereal, more non-perishable foods. Wow, they've really gone through a lot of the non-perishable foods fast. I wish that they didn't do it in that order. I've got a lot of raw materials here for carpentry, metalworking, etc. Electronic devices are going on this shelf. I don't know why. I don't think I've designated anything for this shelf yet. I'll put it with the other propane tank, though. And then... Oh, wow, that's actually... This shelf can't contain 2 whole propane tanks. I'm gonna need to find a better spot for propane tanks. Anyway, carrying on. Skill books. Leisure books, for lack of a better term. Stationery and pens. I've put my medical stuff here and in a trash in the bathroom because for some reason I'll remember it, I think. Oh, I didn't even know that this closet was here. Alright, so I'll put something there in the future. I've also put towels in the trash. This fridge is pretty well organized. It's vegetables. Oh, are they about to? No, they're fine. Vegetables on the left, fruits on the right, prepared foods on the left side here, and drinks on the right side over here. Then I've put anything useful for crafting in the kitchen in these shelves. I haven't really found that much in that way yet, though. I'm gonna put away a couple more of these foods, but obviously these survivors are very hungry. I don't know if I can really even accommodate any more people here is the problem. So I'm somewhat reluctant to go out and search for more people. My god, shoes get dirty incredibly quickly. Might be because of all my sprinting, but... And eventually I do want to have a stockpile of annotated maps, because it seems like a long-term way to spend my time. These came up in build 37, but they've got a lot of staying value, I think. Community Center, you'll find my body here. I love you. If you can make it before you turn, there's something here to help. We'll be back together somehow. And wish to God you'd never been stationed here. Happy memories here, though. Stationed here. I wonder if there's like a soldier whose loot might... loot, that's such a negative way to say it. I wonder if there's a soldier who had been put here and whose whose remains are there, which may include guns, which could potentially help us. Fortunately, I've already got a lot of what I need, and sometimes these things can be a bust or even sort of a trap, lead you to a zombie-infested house, which, generally speaking, contain very good things. But a lot of my other priorities, though, are just to kind of keep up the longevity of the base. So it seems like food is one of the main ones. Probably between videos, I'm going to get a garden up and running. But for right now, we've got our two... Wow, I completely forgot what I was doing right there. Let's go grab... I don't know why. I think there's like a light switch back there or something. Let's grab a gas can. Let's grab one of those. And I'm going to power up this generator outside. Now, eventually these are going to run out of parts, and I'm going to have to repair them. I don't know if their overall condition actually is degraded each time you do that, so I may have to find more generators. But I'm going to turn this on, and we'll see how this does. Now, it's roofed under here, so hopefully that's all right. But this gives me more or less an infinite supply of gas. Okay, fuel 100%, condition 100%. So this one's fine, and this one's been going for about a day. Actually, a few more than that. So let's see how this one's doing. Fuel 52%, condition 95%. Now, as I said before, I've set the condition to not degrade as badly because I don't want it to be such a chore. I'm going to refuel it and turn it back on. You actually have to turn it off for a second, so... Alright, I suppose that at this point I'm going to find a lot of my survivors and just tell them to use guns. I just want to see what everyone's got in their hands. Lindsay, call over. Now let me equip my shotgun. Now, give my gun to her. Right, I think I've got another one of those in here anyway. I think ammo more or less just materializes for them as they shoot, so that's... I mean, you can turn that off, but I'm fine with it because otherwise it's a lot of work to do it the other way. We'll reload this one. Partially just because I find the sound effect satisfying. Let's see, Thomas. Let's call him over. Right, now let's... See, I just want to make sure that he heard me too. Use guns. So he probably doesn't have a weapon. And I'm going to... see, offer food, offer water, ask him to join group. I guess I'll ask him to join my group first. Oh, no, he never joined in the first place. Yeah, it's because I never got a chance to talk to him because he was being creepy in the corner. Am I asking, can I join your group? Just run outside here, see if he's with me. Oh, no, he's technically not in our group yet. Wow. My bad. Okay, then let's grab some chips and lure him like a pigeon to join our group. There we go. Okay. Thomas. Call him over. Yeah, what do you want? Offer food. Take cereal. Thanks. Let's give him a little bit more. And I think 3 is more... Well, let's just see if he'll join. He just keeps saying bye to me. I guess that's a no. I'm going to eat your cereal, but no, I won't join your group. Keeps saying no thanks. Wow, he's a stubborn one. I wonder if it's because he was in my group in the previous series. I'm going to give him a bottle of water. My own personal bottle of water that my lips have been touching all day. Which might have zombie blood on them, for all he knows. Invite to group. Take cereal. Eat cereal. I think he said yes. I think that if you say so. What's the last one? It's my last offer. Oh, great. No, he's with me. Great. So I'm going to give him... After I bribed him with cereal, I'm going to trust this man with a gun. Oh, man, I keep turning off that light. I will now take... I think I feel comfortable if they have different types of weapons, only because a lot of the enemies come in with rifles. Shotguns are shorter range, so if threats were to come in, shotguns might not really be the ideal weapons for them to have. Nicole, do you have a weapon? I'm gonna have her... Oh, no, not melee weapon. Okay, so she has a pistol. You know what, I'm alright with that, I'm alright with that. And let's just see if Robbie has a gun. I don't think that he has a weapon yet. And Benjamin. Benjamin, call him over. And let's see. Huh. Talk? Benjamin, view his info. Oh, it actually gives you all their skills here, too. Current task, wander in base. Well, at least he's patrolling. We'll get into higher needs soon. Lindsay, I'm going to call you over, and I want you to return to base. And Thomas, return to base. Good. So they won't follow me around anymore. I just want to give the other survivors weapons. Let me equip. Oh, it's because I don't have it equipped. Here we go. I'm going to equip my Thompson, and I want to give it to Benjamin. That's what I'm trying to do. Guess I'll go pile some corpses. Hi, Robbie. Not weird at all that you're standing next to a rotten head of lettuce and just contemplating putting corpses away. So now most of them are armed. I think there's just one more Benjamin now. And possibly my wife, though I think that she starts off with a gun. What's a badass weapon I can carry around? Or maybe I should go with like the classic pistol. I think I'll take the Spaz 12. Apparently I've been told it's like just like a prop today, that it's not really that good as far as guns go. And a lot of my terminology has been off. I said 19mm, obviously it's 9mm bullets, but I misspoke. Here we go. Wife, do you have a weapon? I do still have the slugs for this. You know, I might actually just keep this and I'll give her the Glock. And it looks like she has a hammer in her hand, so I'm gonna equip this Glock and I'll give it to her. I think Peter already has a gun. Wife, come here. There we go. Great. All right, now she has a weapon. Apparently she did not, so that makes me a little uncomfortable, but I forgot about that. And Benjamin, I don't want to give you my Spaz 12, but you need a weapon, so let me see if I can find a pistol for you. Otherwise, I'll just go out and look for more weapons. Okay, Browning. I don't know if that's related to the Browning automatic rifle, the BAR, but perhaps a friendly gun connoisseur can tell me. Let's see, Benjamin. Okay, here we go. Okay, he always walks away. Come back. There we go. And, oh, it's because I don't have the gun in my hands. Here we go. Benjamin, I give you this gun. Great, now everybody has a gun and I feel safe. There we go. I've got the Spaz 12. I probably need a better shotgun, or I should have given them the other ones, but hey, you know what? If something were to happen when I'm not here, I want them all to be able to defend themselves. The one thing that's making me kind of nervous is just the fact that, you know, they tend to stay separate. So what if raiders came in and with their smart brains attacked all of my survivors individually and kind of took them out one by one? Now that kind of situation would make me nervous. So that's why I need to kind of engineer the base so that it's ready for them. It's been a lot of talking from me for right now. But let's see, of my tasks, I did find the generator that I wanted. Eventually I want to expand over to the other side and, you know, repower the bus depot and also bring back a bed. Maybe I'll do that. I never got to see the Lifelong Living State TV today. And eventually I'll start barricading the windows. And then the next thing I'll probably be doing is a lot of... it's going to be a lot of grinding. I'll be sawing logs, there goes the accent, for windows. And eventually I want to make these survivors essentially into farmers. But I did give them all weapons, and... oh, I need to entrust one more with a katana. You know, I'm gonna give up the katana. I think as like an honorary ending, I will entrust my wife with this katana. Here we go. Okay, in this pile of garbage, my wife, I give you my katana. Use it in good health. I hope you don't die. But I do want them to still use guns. If we get attacked by zombies, it's melee weapons. If we get attacked by survivors, it's gonna be guns. So I think that's more or less it. Almost a completely uneventful video, but next time I will probably have a lot more development. It's going to be a very different series from before. I imagine it's going to be more organized runs, and hopefully the only real maintenance video, but I think it was kind of exciting to arm everybody up, and now I feel... Actually, this is the safest I've ever felt in Zomboid. I just hope they don't all starve to death. Alright, on that note, thanks for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what weapon you think I should be carrying around.